Short form content can really help pull viewers in, but I decided to stop making YouTube Shorts. Why? Time. I barely have enough time to make the main content on my channel, and I definitely don't have time to cut it up, reframe and reposition the shots, add captions, and everything you need to have a good short. But then I found a little app called Submagic, and yeah, I changed my mind. Hey everyone, my name is Anthony, and today I'm gonna show you how I'll be breaking down my long-form content into awesome shorts using Submagic. I heard about Submagic a few months ago and I checked it out and it was like, ugh, man. But then it popped up on my radar again because they added this new feature called Magic Clips. I'll be honest, I tried it because it was available, but then the ease with which it cranked out 10 YouTube shorts from one video blew my mind. I'll show you how to do it in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Upload your long-form video. When you log into Submagic, under the new project, there's 2 options. Generate captions, which is exactly what it sounds like, and there's Magic Clips. Click on that. You get 2 ways to upload a video. If you have a file on your computer, you can upload it directly, but if it's on YouTube, you can just paste the URL. And this is what I love about it. You don't even have to open Premiere Pro or any other editing app. The magic happens right here. Maybe that's why it's called Submagic? Step 2, customize your clips. Now, once the clips are ready, you can play them to see what the AI came up with, and then you can edit them in 2 different ways. Manually, which means you basically do the clipping and trimming yourself, or the easy option, which is to use the automatic AI clip suggestions. Now, I am a professional with over 15 years of experience. If you think for 1 second that I would choose the auto option, you're right. You can either click on one of those sections to go directly into editing, or you can click on the little scissor icon over here to do a little bit of trimming. I'll show you how that works. For now, let's say you play the video and you see that it's perfect. No trimming needed. You go right into editing, where you can choose and edit caption styles, make corrections to your captions, which were in this case, no corrections. Over here, you can also add emojis to the captions and even sounds. Now, I love all these options for people under 30, but I am not doing any of that. I'm going simple. Shut up, you're old. The next tab is B-roll. You can add B-roll manually. You can do GIFs or images. When you click on the image section, you get a pop-up which gives you suggestions based on your video, or you can search for what you want. I kind of thought that this option wasn't really for me because my videos already have B-roll. But then I can actually see myself shooting some A-roll, putting it into Submagic, and then adding the B-roll right in there. And this eliminates the need to search for B-roll, download B-roll, take it to dinner. We're not doing that. I tried the Magic Zoom, but I'm not really sure what it does. And then I tried the Magic B-roll, and it's, I guess it uses the transcript to search the B-roll database for videos with tags that match the words in the transcript. And there are situations where this could work, but I think that it is a lot to ask from an AI. What's nice is that you can search for and add B-roll right in the app, and you can also import your B-roll. So everything's done in one place. Moving on to layout. Here, you get to choose if your image covers the whole screen or is contained within the screen. You can choose how far left or right it goes, and that's about it. The next tab is the Boost tab. Here, you can generate an AI hook title and keep regenerating until you get one that actually makes sense for your video. You can also have themes for the thumbnail. You can also generate a description with hashtags. You can upload an image, a logo, and branding stuff, and you can add music. My video already has music. I do see myself exporting a version of my long-form videos without music and without graphics so that I can do everything in Submagic and it wouldn't feel cluttered and the cuts wouldn't be weird if the music changes from one point to the other. When all these customizations are customized, you can go ahead and export it to a resolution of your choosing. It would be nice to be able to upload it directly to another platform. Is that too much to ask? I think it's too much to ask. God, we're so lazy. Now let's go back to the second option for editing, which is the manual mode for when you want more control. So when you get into it on the left, you can see the transcript with the whole video. you have a column for selection, and on the right, you have a low-res preview. Now, this is a text-based editing system, so if you want a certain phrase to be included in the edit, you just add it. And it is here. If you want to cut it out, then you remove from selection. Up here, we see the chapters that the AI has selected for us, and I'm going to use that as a reference. To create the short about ISO, I will start by selecting everything that I want to appear, which is all of this down here, and add to selection. And let's see how that is. Create clip. Create and stay. ISO is how sensitive your camera's sensor is to light. In more retro terms, it's basically what type of film you use. Is it 200? Is it 800? I don't know. I never use film, and I'm not afraid to say. Most digital consumer. So you can see that maybe I don't need this last part because it's just basically a joke. So I can remove this from the selection and it's gone. So you can then go ahead and select everything that you think should be in this particular clip. For example, I don't want any of the other information. I just want this conclusion. The lower the ISO, the less noise and grain. Let's create it. And to play it, you can just go to the beginning. ISO is how sensitive your camera sensor is to light. In more retro terms, it's basically what type of film you use. Is it 200? Is it 800? Most digital consumer cameras. Now, there's a little bit of a problem here because I cut something out. It's not that well cut out. So you can go down to the editor and trim it. Let's see. Is it 800? Most digital. This goes here, and this kind of goes here. 100? Is it 800? Most digital consumer cameras. And it is that easy. Let's see how the rest of it is. Start at ISO 50 and go all the way up to a very useless ISO 200,000. At ISO 50, the sensor is the least sensitive to light, and at, let's say, 8,000, it's way more sensitive. The lower the ISO, the less noise and grain you have, and the sharper your image will be. Now, apart from the fact that the music changed in my video, this is kind of the perfect short, and it took me so little time, even though this is the manual mode. If you have a podcast clip, for example, where there's no audio, the transitions are going to be more seamless. So now that I'm sure of the edit, I go to create clip, create and edit captions, which takes me to the customizable style, caption, B-rolls, layout, everything that we've talked about before, and the process is basically the same. If you're thinking about using Submagic, here's the deal with their pricing. They've got two plans. The first is the starter plan. I guess this is aimed at beginners and small creators. You have all the editing and captioning features in over 50 languages, as well as in-app access to standard stock footage. It costs $29 per month if you pay monthly, or $20 per month if you go for the annual plan. It's a solid option if you're just starting out and you don't need to produce a ton of content. The second is the professional plan. This plan is for creators or freelancers who are cranking out content like it's candy at a kindergarten Halloween party. It includes everything in the starter plan, plus access to all AI features, premium caption templates, custom caption templates, and premium B-roll from Storyblocks, which in my opinion makes it a great deal because the most popular plan on Storyblocks is like 30 euros on its own. It's $59 per month if you pay monthly, or $40 per month if you choose the annual plan. The Magic Clips feature, which is what I like the most, is not actually included in any of these plans. Instead, it's an add-on that can be toggled on or off in any of the plans, and it costs $20. I think this makes sense if you're a small creator who wants to use Magic Clips but doesn't actually need to make a lot of content. You don't have to upgrade to the Pro plan. You can just turn on the Magic Clips feature and get what you need. Now, I have to admit, it is kind of pricey, but if you can afford it, it's gonna pay back in the time that you save. In my case, for example, it literally pays itself off with one podcast edit. Editing a 60-minute podcast and making 10 clips out of that can easily take a full day. But with Magic Clips, it's like 2 hours and I'm done. That's where the value is, the time you get back. If you think Submagic can bring value to your work, you can use my affiliate link down below at no extra cost to get 10% off your first month. Now, I do make a commission if you use my link, so thank you. Submagic makes you a more efficient editor. If you want to be a faster editor, check out these 7 essential hacks that you might not know about.